I want to give my thoughts on the Chris Brown situation. Chris Breezy has found himself in some trouble, right? Allegedly, he assaulted some woman at a yacht party at Diddy's mansion or something like that. I'm gonna read this from the TMZ article, and I'm gonna break down, give my thoughts on it as we read it. But it says Chris Brown sued. Jane Doe claims he raped her during Miami yacht party. Chris Brown allegedly raped a woman on a yacht party at Diddy's Star Island home. This according to a new $20 million lawsuit. She trying to hit him for $20 million. $20 million. The singer is being sued by a Jane Doe who says she's a professional choreographer, dancer, model, and musical artist. So basically, she's a struggling chick. She's struggling. And she claims Chris went from being friendly to raping her in a matter of minutes. This already sounds like hogwash. It already sounds like hogwash. According to the suit obtained by TMZ, the woman claims Chris grabbed the phone of a friend she was FaceTiming and urged her to come to Diddy's home ASAP on Miami's Star Island. When she arrived there on December 30th, 2020, the woman claims Chris approached her and asked her if she wanted a drink, motioning her toward the kitchen area on the yacht. In the docs, she claims she entered the kitchen with Chris, where he gave her a red cup with a mixed drink and they started talking. After he filled her cup a second time, she claimed to begin to feel a sudden and unexplained change in consciousness. According to the suit, the woman claims she felt so disoriented, physically unstable, and started to fall in and out of sleep. And that's when she says Chris led her to a bedroom while she was drugged and half asleep. Now, I don't want to take away from, people who went through stuff like this, but, it's pretty crazy. Like, you would think that people would be more mindful of, especially in situations like this. It's like, women don't want to have any accountability. You would be more mindful of what you're drinking at, given that everything is going on today. Again, I honestly believe this. It sounds like hogwash. I believe that it's false. And if it comes out to be that he's, he did do this, and I get on this motherfucker and say my bad and apologize and everything. But I think it's bullshit. I think Chris is kind of being targeted. But why? So she didn't go to the police because XYZ, right? A police report would help your case tremendously. Like, there's nothing like taking a police report or a criminal case into a civil suit. Now, you embarrassed to file a police report, but you're not embarrassed to go and file a civil suit, right? And why wouldn't you want to put a monster in jail, right? Why are you letting let's say he did this, right? Why are you letting a rapist and a predator run loose so he can do it to other women, right? The women I know who've been assaulted, they all went to the police because they didn't want this person to do it to anybody else. You see what I'm saying? This is a money grab. You guys have to start protecting yourselves from women like this. You know why this type of stuff don't happen to 50 Cent? Because 50 Cent make hoes sign non-disclosures. He make them sign consent forms and the whole nine. 50. I remember people thought 50 Cent was crazy. This when he first came out, he started doing this, and he came out and said that he would do this, and people thought he was crazy. 50 ahead of the game. You don't see this happening to certain people because they do what they got to do to protect themselves. You got to understand, fellas, the more money you make, the more devious the games get. The game gets harder when it comes to the level of, evilness when it comes to women and the things that they do to get you or to get at you. You see what I'm saying? The more you level up, the harder the game gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And you guys have to protect yourself from stuff like this. Number one, I don't drink. I wouldn't advise anybody drink. But stop pouring women drinks. Stop getting them weed. Stop getting them pills. They hit you up and say, oh, I want to, let's kick it. Get me some pills. Get me some Percocets. Do this for me. Go get me some. Stop. Make them provide their own shit, because it ain't nothing for them to go say, the next, 5 years later when you come up and you're a millionaire, it ain't nothing for them to say, hey, he drugged me. He gave me Percocets. And people gonna look at it like, well, you're an adult. Nobody made you poppy. That's more than likely what you wanted. You see what I'm saying? They want to make it seem like, oh, men are out here just drugging women. No, these hoes on drugs. And they don't have the money to get it, so they use the men to get the shit for them. And they give up sex or whatever they give. This the game, but they don't want to talk about this type of shit. You see what I'm saying? So stop provide women drugs and stop sleeping with drunk women. Don't sleep with drunk women. Don't sleep with drunk women. It's cool. If now both of y'all tipsy, both of y'all vibing, that's cool. But women who drunk and passed out and all that shit, don't do it. I remember about 10 years ago, I was down in King of Diamonds. I was down in King of Diamonds in Miami, man, and we had some chicks. Me and my partners, we had some chicks. So one went back with me. The one that got with me she got super drunk, extremely drunk, right? And it was like we had met them. Like I didn't have previous relations with this chick. So she came back to my room. We were staying at I'm not gonna say the hotel. Staying at one of the hotels on South Beach. She came back to the room. She slept in my room, but she was too drunk for me. Even back then, like she was too drunk for me. Like it was, number one, it's not sexy, it's not cute, it ain't that. She just sloppy drunk. So I just let her, go to sleep, and I went to sleep, bro. I passed on the coochie that night. She woke up and, we talked, and she was like, I appreciate you, that my draw's still on. I appreciate that you didn't take advantage of that. You see what I'm saying? Not that, I probably wouldn't. She was like, I probably wouldn't have had a problem with it because, I was on you anyway. But, I just appreciate the fact that you didn't take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? To me, I ain't never really liked drunk chicks like that. Now, let's say that I would have made that move, right? Let's say I would have made that move. And I am who I am today. Mr. TikTok's most hated man, and all of the feminists and all of them, they hate me, and it ain't nothing for one of them organizations to get that girl $50,000 or $100,000 to take me down and say, yeah, I slept with him in South Beach and he drugged me and he did it against my consent. You see what I'm saying? So you guys have to start thinking. Now it's crazy now. So you got to start protecting yourself. Just don't sleep with drunk women, right? And if you a certain status like Chris Brown, when women come around you, make them sign non-disclosures. Make them sign consent forms. Yeah, it may kill the mood or whatever, but fuck that. Nothing kills the mood like, going through this and dragging your name through the mud and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? You guys have to start, protecting yourself. And again, it's like, why not go to the police? You see what I'm saying? They throw a $20 million. She hoping she settle out for a couple $1 million. You see what I'm saying? This a money grab, man. This is a payday. That's all this is. A fool and his money shall part, right? If you are not protecting your bag, there are people who are out to get your bag. And a lot of the times, those people have pussies, that come in the form of pussy. And they are going to do what they need to do, evil or not. You know what I'm saying? This girl probably sleeping comfortably at night, evil or not, to get that bag. $20 million is a lot of money. Most people will sell their mama, they mama soul for $20 million. You understand what I'm saying? So guys, you have to protect yourself. I think it's fluff, right? I think it's fluff.